And we have in Malaysia we have an equally big number of political actors, right? But yeah.
But I mean, when you're mentioning about the political actors, sometimes we're looking at it in a very impartial manner.
Yeah,
all right. What happens in Parliament today? All right, as we see it. Okay. Now they forgot. All right, members of Parliament from both sides of the divide have forgotten that the strength and the power of social media has become so intense today.
Yes.
You know, that they forgot that it is not one pool of people from one kampung, all right, who is watching. All right, the whole world basically is watching.
Yes, I will explain this in Malay. Yes, I agree. We take the example, kita lihat isu Semakin. Okay, kita lihat isu Semakin. If you were to go to on the ground in Semakin, kita akan lihat bahawa people come there. Okay, saya lihat people come there, but are discussing while the ceramah is going on, are discussing with their friends about the statements made on the smartphone. Not one, not two, many. Okay, itu satu. Okay. Dua, kita lihat masa GE14. Kalau if you remember and penonton pun ingat, masa GE14 pada hari sebelum pilihan raya, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad made a speech. Dia buat satu perutusan kepada rakyat, dan Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak pun membuat satu perutusan kepada rakyat. Now if you look at the turnout, Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak, it was overwhelming. Physical turnout lah, and the cheers and the aura, it was overwhelming. And if you look at Tun's turnout, it was not as good, and di semangat tak ada. Tapi apabila kita melihat online, Tun's online audience was phenomenal. Okay. And needless to say, kita lihatlah the Langkawi results and the general election results and all that. GE15 akan ditentukan online. It's going to be decided online, because it's going to be a youth election. Almost 50%, hampir 50% pengundi akan terdiri daripada muda-mudi. Then kalau kita include over 20% of the elder generation, pakciks are already on their handphone. Okay, you can even hear pakcik saying, ini menarik tapi betul ke sumber ini? So they are growing wiser. The wisdom is growing higher. So saya rumuskan hampir 70% silent majority will be online, and they are already making decisions now. They are already making decisions now as to who they want to vote. What is your take on this? This is general, although it does concern Sabah and Sarawak. But it's general. What is your take on this, on the voter sensibility, which to me has shifted online?
I think it is very imperative for Pakatan Harapan to acknowledge the fact that in the last 10 months that they have been in government, all right, a lot of promises were made. All right. One of which, of course, is the magnificent, in their interpretation, manifesto. All right. The manifesto basically was just an acknowledgement by them, all right, to inform the voters that this is what we are promising. Now, promising basically and delivering a promise are two different things. All right. And I think one of the mistakes that they have made, all right, which they are currently facing the brickbat from the general public, the public basically that emphasize and place their faith in Pakatan Harapan are slowly but very surely diminishing, all right, unless and until some kind of miracle happens within the next 4 years, all right, by Pakatan Harapan. All right, now 10 months has passed, nothing has happened. Okay, you still have another 4 years and 2 months to go. Okay, now if anything were to happen, it has got to be something very spectacular and very dramatic. Unfortunately for Pakatan at this point of time, they are not showing anything dramatic. All right. Instead, new policies, new laws, new rules have been implemented. Okay, I have to hold a pipe these days rather than a cigarette because we can't smoke outside. You know, and I think this is some of the brickbats they are getting from the general public. All right, now, in as far as Semenye is concerned, in as far as Cameron Highlands is concerned, I think that it is a message from the people to Pakatan, okay, that this is not what was promised to us, all right, on well before the 9th of May 2018, okay, and I think that, you know, the more laws and rules and bylaws that comes out, which is going to be detrimental to the very pulse and the heart of the people, all right, Pakatan may not last.
You
It
think
may
so?
not last, yeah, all right. Unless, like I said, you know, something very dramatic and spectacular comes up. Okay, now,
But redefine, when you say not, we will not last, are you talking about it will not last as in you're referring to GE15, or are you saying before that there is going to be a
GE15.
GE15.
Yeah. All right. In the actual words of the Honorable Prime Minister Tun Mahathir, all right, now he himself has admitted, all right, that he has a cabinet with ministers who are basically inexperienced. All right, you cannot run a country with inexperienced ministers.
But you have Mahathir, who has held many minister posts.
When he was at
when
this
he
time.
was there, he became prime minister for 22 years. Kita ada Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, who held many ministerial posts plus deputy prime minister posts, and is currently the home minister. Now you have Lim Guan Eng, who was the chief minister of a state, meaning he ran the whole state government.
Right.
And also, for that matter, Muhyiddin pernah menjadi Menteri Besar Johor.
For that matter, even Azmin Ali.
Azmin Ali. And then you have Guan Eng also running a Ministry of Finance, tapi orang kata Guan Eng is not really running. Dia bukan benar-benar Minister of Finance, tetapi dicatur oleh Council of Eminent Persons. Di dalam Council of Eminent Persons, you have Daim, who is a former Minister of Finance and someone regarded as a heavyweight in finance by the Mahathirist faction. Then you have Tan Sri Zeti, who was bekas Governor Bank Negara. Jadi kalau kita lihat all this, the main characters in government who are controlling the most important, pivotal, the essence, the heart of government, for smooth running of government, are extremely experienced people. Extremely experienced people. Of course, Mahathir did say that. Dia kata, I've lost this. But they are extremely experienced people.
I think experience basically is a matter of interpretation. All right. Why I'm saying this? All right, since you brought up the matter of Guan Eng, all right, being the Chief Minister of Penang, and of course, then we talk about Azmin Ali, who was Chief Minister of Selangor, and Muhyiddin, Menteri Besar of Johor at one time. All right, but Muhyiddin has spent more of his time in the federal level. All right, so he's experienced. Okay, but if you're talking about Guan Eng and Azmin Ali, all right, the fact that they were Ketua Menteri and Menteri Besar of Selangor doesn't automatically quantifies them, all right, to be ministers who will be able to comply to a ministerial duty, all right, when we look at the whole country as a whole, all right, meaning to say, it's like having a teacher who teaches in a kindergarten and all of a sudden you want to upgrade this teacher to teach in a secondary school. All right, that's the playing field that everybody is seeing at this point of time. Okay, now, in the political perspective, all right, it becomes very improper, all right, and unbecoming, okay, when you have conflicting statements being made by individuals who are ministers in the cabinet, all right, who basically are from different political parties. Now, there are times that you have people like Guan Eng, you know, you have people like Azmin, all right, people like Mak Sabu, okay, who come up with statements basically which becomes very detrimental to Pakatan Harapan as a whole. Okay, now this is something whereby in Barisan Nasional, all right, You had Najib there as the Prime Minister before, all right? And of course, there were component parties which make up Barisan Nasional, all right? Now, you don't find them making statements like what Guan Eng or some of the other party leaders or ministers in the cabinet. Statement that is conflicting, statements that basically is detrimental to the strength of the entire coalition of parties.
Yes.
All right. Now, one particular statement. Let me hear what you have to say about it. One particular statement recently, which was made by Lim Guan Eng. Okay. He issued a statement. Malaysia Kini carried the statement, and immediately after that, he corrected it. But damage was already done in his first statement. All right. The union of UMNO and PAS, all right, a declaration of war against the non-Muslims. All right. Now, to me, that is not mature politics. All right. To me, that is, as a non-Muslim, all right, I feel that there should not be any form of incitement, and there should not be any form of creation of fear, all right, or wanting to invite hostility, all right, in the country that we love so much, all right. Now, his statement basically has sent a very wrong message, all right, to the people of this country, particularly the Muslims as well as the non-Muslims. Now, in Sabah, I have said this before, all right, and I will say it again. If anyone who is basically keen to know what the actual definition or the meaning of Satu Malaysia, sila naik kapal terbang datang ke Sabah, all right, and you will see apa maksud sebenarnya One Malaysia, all right. But coming back to this Guan Eng statement, all right, very unprofessional as a minister, all right. How do you look at it?
You see, over the dalam I mix mode.
Fine, yeah.
Over the months, kita ada banyak personality Muslim yang ditangkap di soal siasat. Papa Gomo, okay, Papa Gomo adalah aktivis. He's an activist, and dia ditangkap sebab tahan reman sebab ada percakapannya yang dikira hasutan. Okay, we have during the height of this Waita Murty issue, which I lodged a report against Waita Murty. At that time, we were together. Gagasan 3 went and lodged a report with Waita Murty. Waita Murty made a statement. Statement itu adalah racist about the temple issue. Yeah, he blamed it on the police. He created some lies lah. Okay, which if you in my report I've stated very clearly how that accounted to be a racist statement. Okay, that eventually led to the death of a firefighter, and he has not apologized for it, and so on and so forth. Now, Waita, we are talking about this guy who years ago went overseas, dan dia kata bahawa di dalam Malaysia orang Hindu dipaksa menganut agama Islam. Okay. Now, when you have figures like Dato' Azwandin, who went up to the pentas and uttered something in relation to Waita, you have lawsuits coming. Okay, you have figures like Azwan, who has been ditahan di dalam lockup for 3 or 4 days, and you have Papa Gomo and few others. And just now I got a message from Datuk Razlan. Datuk Razlan told me that he is being questioned, okay, for voicing out something which relates to a slur. Okay, but he is the one who's being questioned. Okay, now all this is happening. Dan you have Guan Eng. Now Guan Eng kata bahawa disebabkan kerjasama PAS dengan UMNO, it is a declaration of war to the non-Malays, which is more or less like what Waita, along the lines, although it's not the same, but along the lines of what Waita said and all that. Okay, now kemudiannya, what concerns me is not so much of what Guan Eng said, which is quite stupid. You retract or you didn't retract, tetapi sebagai menteri untuk keluarkan kenyataan itu, ia sungguh memalukan ya, dan bagi saya lah peribadi adalah resis lah. Tetapi yang lebih menyayat hati adalah apabila kita ada this interfaith council. Kita ada Jagir Singh, kita ada beberapa from the Christian Federation, whatever not and all that. Mereka pergi jumpa Perdana Menteri, and then mereka complain. Dan you know, the Interfaith Council memberitahu bahawa sebenarnya kamu kena faham mengapa Guan Eng berkata demikian. You see, maknanya secara tidak langsung bersetuju bahawa Guan Eng ada, you know, local standby to standee, is it? Yeah, to say what dia katakan. So that is, and I tanya Interfaith Council, kalau you kata ada local, you say this thing, according to Interfaith Council, disebabkan UMNO dan PAS selalu dari dulu retorik dia, naratif dia adalah berpandukan kepada agama dan kaum. Jadi saya nak tanya balik kepada Interfaith Council. Orang yang keluarkan kenyataan tu adalah Guan Eng. Bapa dia adalah Lim Kee Siang. Lim Kee Siang during the 80s, dan saya telah berulang kali point this out, saya telah cabar Lim Kee Siang for debate lah. It's gentlemanly. It's not this thing. It's to you know, maturely decide on, you know, issues and all that. Pergi ke Universiti Malaya dan menyatakan bahawa pelajar-pelajar bukan Muslim diambil daripada ibu bapa mereka untuk dimasukkan ke dalam Islam. Jadi overall, I feel that ini semua menjurus kepada Islamofobia. Now, jawapan saya kepada persoalan is not really about what Guan Eng says, but it's about the problem of Islamophobia in Semenanjung. Dan saya nak tanya kepada Encik Roni, pendapat saya lah, sebelum tu saya ceritakan pendapat saya, bahawa Islamofobia di Semenanjung sudah menjadi sungguh melarat. Okay, so melarat that sudah sampai masanya, okay, in Organisation of Islamic Council, the world bodies in Turkey, in several other nations, ambassadors, leaders have called for the criminalization of Islamophobia, menjadikan Islamophobia itself satu crime. Jadi sudah sampai masanya di Malaysia, keadaan dah sungguh melarat, sudah sampainya Islamofobia, iaitu kecenderungan satu puak untuk menakut-nakutkan puak tersebut bahawa Islam itu adalah bahaya, dia adalah satu masalah kepada Malaysia, dan orang-orang Muslim adalah satu ancaman kepada Malaysia, perlu dijadikan sebagai satu jenayah, iaitu jenayah yang boleh dipenjarakan. Tapi untuk melakukan itu di Malaysia, kita kena faham bahawa Federal Constitution states that Islam is a religion of the Federation. Now, apabila kita kata Islam is religion of the Federation, dia boleh interpret dengan pelbagai cara. Jadi saya syorkan supaya Islam is no longer the religion of the Federation, tetapi the official religion of Malaysia. Kerana apabila kerajaan mengumumkan bahawa Islam is the official religion of Malaysia, secara tidak langsung mereka juga boleh kemudiannya membuat undang-undang untuk menjadikan Islamofobia satu jenayah. Dan orang bukan Muslim tak payah takut, sebab perlembagaan kita jelas apakah implikasi undang-undang syariah terhadap orang-orang bukan Islam, iaitu undang-undang syariah tidak melibatkan orang Islam, bukan Islam, malah orang-orang bukan Islam bebas menganut apa agama yang mereka suka. So the non-Muslim don't have to worry. So now, in the Sabah perspective, let us say that we were to push for Islam to be made an official religion, because it helps. To me, my perspective is all these problems yang we are facing, Guan Eng making this statement, the Islamophobic tendencies of groups, insult Prophet Muhammad and all that, all this can be stopped if the government was serious in legislating law to criminalize, untuk menjadikan Islamophobia satu crime, dan untuk menjadikan agama Islam agama rasmi Malaysia. Ya, semua ini boleh dihentikan. What do you think will be the impact in terms of the Sabah Sarawak? What do you think will be the reception?